ませ眠れる力が開くガオラオガオラオガオラオガオラオ気高い雄たけびをあげろ地球の命守るためにガオもっとガオ強く110戦隊ガオレンジャー吠えろガオ突っ走れガオ打ち当たれガオなれガオ燃えろガオガオガ過酷な戦いを超えるたび強くなれぜ勇気がたけり立つ奇跡の力に届くガオラオガオラオガオラオガオラオ野獣の炎放て生きとし生けるもののためにガオまだだガオ熱く110戦隊ガオレンジャー吠えろ気高い雄たけびをあげろ地球の命守るためにガオもっとガオ強くガオなんだなガオ熱く110戦隊ガオレンジャー吠えろ
Just realized I did have my doggone mic unmuted. That said, quite frankly, I've realized probably not. I don't know if it's gonna be that long of a stream. Maybe it will be. Maybe it won't be. It will most certainly be a stream that if people do peep it, it probably will be in the VOD because your boy did start this shit late. I think this is probably the record for the most amount of things I've had to record for a non pay-per-views centered show for WKW and MCW. Legitimately, I have had to go ahead and I don't even remember how many things individually I've had to put together or start recording. Mind you, I still need to go ahead and edit for WKW and MCW both. There's like I still need to go ahead as well, and you know, since there's gonna be no kayfabe stream, no kayfabe eyes, I probably going to go ahead. Hold up. Legitimately up. Yo, welcome in, Falcon. How you doing? Hope you're doing good and well. Also, Lucy Kiko. Side note, that being said, legitimately, it was like I've had to change her doggone name because the amount of times I've heard people pronounce it, not even mispronouncing it, just pronouncing it, has made me go, ugh. Her name that sounds a little wilder than I intended to. Because, like, I usually hear people pronounce Lucy's doggone name like Lucy Akuchi. And, not my plan. I know she might be looking some kind of way, but, so I legit had to go ahead. And, like, earlier today, I think I hit you up even, with a screenshot. I had to change that doggone lady's name, because, good God. Also, how about the live notification? Because we are doing a little bit of a rewind for WKW. This stream, I'm not going through like old footage and old storylines and stuff, although, to be honest, Season 1 has absolutely no... Well, there is footage of Season 1 stuff. There's a couple of VODs that are up, a couple of things of footage, but at the same time, I didn't start editing stuff and putting stuff together like I do of promos or even matches. Like, again, how I'm going to be dealing with this doggone weekend. Oh, added me to the live notification. He added you earlier. Let me see. Which reminds me. Oh dear, I hit something. What did I hit? Silly guy. IB. Discord. Why are you being Discord? Discord. Why is there this? There you go, Discord. But he did go ahead and should be added to here. Magic Homie streams. There we go. Good God, everybody's up. I'm sitting here thinking that, good Lord, I'm streaming a little late. I don't expect nobody to be here, but then all of a sudden I see Daisy went live, Maze went live, Sen went live. But so yeah, added you to the list. That said, we officially have our logos for Season 3 of MCW. This one won the poll. I meant to exit out. And for WKW, if I can find it, scrolling. And for WKW, these two will be the logos for next season. And again, for those that do have the desire to join, go ahead and join the Discord. If you become a regular, like the homie Falcon is, hey, you got to go ahead and join us. Otherwise, welcome in, Grub, to the Max. Hope you're doing good and well. But we got ourselves our logos for next season. That said, as I was saying, good Lord, I have been legitimately recording. Like, another reason why I'm late today, because I meant to stream like much earlier. One, I went to go to see the Mario movie, which, by the way, Yeah, I don't know what crack the doggone people sitting there criticizing the movie critics were on. The movie was a bit of a W. The movie, not even a bit. If you like the first Mario movie, you will like the second one. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. I know a lot of people might be swayed by that of hearing other people say stuff. Trust me. Go on it on your own accord, and you will either fuck with it or you will not. But hey, it'll be on your own timing. That said, I ain't gonna say no spoilers for obvious reasons. The movie just came out today. Legitimately, I fucked up because I was supposed to go at 11 in the morning. Didn't wake up until nearly 1. But I was able to go ahead and get my tickets exchanged for different ones. So quite frankly, I was still able to go ahead and see the movie, and very enjoyable. That said, outside that, your boy's been recording a lot for WKW and MCW, and I still have not gotten to the main event. So when I tell you that y'all are gonna want to be here for this Saturday and this Sunday for WKW and MCW, trust me. Hey, hold up, how many? Yeah, there ain't that many people here. When I tell you this, I may or may not have looked for some footage for the police chase. Let's just say things are gonna be a little out there for this weekend. Nevertheless, quite frankly, well, technically everything started when I did 2K22. I do not care to utilize any stuff from 2K22, and I think I deleted my save file from our prequel series, a series by the name of Lena Mania. Might have a few videos or whatchamacallit things of that up. If I find it, I will not be showing that shit. I will be real. Legit, I don't think there's not that many people from the prequel series of WKW, Lena Mania, and Magic 10 Wrestling that are still around nowadays. Like, there's probably like enough to fit on one hand. There is me, obviously. There is Eco, Coffee, and that might be it. Actually, no, Coco and Meister. So legit one hand's worth of people. 5 people that have been here for all 4, technically about to be 5 years of me. Good lord, 5 years. I'll be doing E-Fed type wrestling. But as I just said, yeah, I don't have the save file for 2K20, and even then, this is rewind for WKW and MCW. I do not really care to go back that far to 2K22. But 2K22, I decided some point during doing that stuff, you know what, I don't really care to be out here doing all this struggle on madness. Decided to go ahead and take a break. Had fallen out with actually with a few people. Quite frankly, some wound up becoming homies again soon after. They quite frankly took a break in, what was it, 2022, 3? Either 2022 or 2023. It might have been 3. Was it 3? I think. I don't know. My years are off. But then I came back and I decided to start another wrestling series by the name of WKW. And quite frankly, I use 2K23 for this shit. Hey, good God. I was not that great with certain things designs here. So legit going down the list, there's like a small handful of people, even from season 1, that are still around. Let me see. You are not here. Actually, oh yeah, you're Sam Fisher. Sam Fisher, he's not around anymore. Zen was around this season for season 3. I don't know if I'm bringing her back for 4. Virgil, was he here for season 3? He might have been for like a sliver of time. But outside of that, I don't even remember. Vegeta has been gone. Vegeta gone. Veen, fun fact, only popped up for season 1, wasn't here for season 2, came back for the season 3. Vash been gone. Vanilla, Thierry, Tanya, Sub-Zero, a lot of people that have not returned. Or that would return in the next season for season 2, but would not pop up in season 3. Snake, I don't think I brought you back. Smoke, no. Actually, technically, I brought Smoke back for season 3. But that was as the Power Ranger-fied version of the Mortal Kombat Ninjas. Scarlet, not Nakamura, because Nakamura would not debut until the next season of early into season 2. But hey, there's always been somebody by the name of Scarlet in this Nobody Fed. Even before, because technically speaking, not even technically speaking, I actually had not came up with the idea of Scarlet Nakamura until late into season 1. But I didn't decide to toss her in because legitimately it wasn't until like midway early-ish. I want to say around shortly before I started up with MCW, which I'll get to the origin of that in a bit, where I would ultimately decide to go ahead and start including some of mine and Eco's characters outside of Doge, Eco, and as well as another person in the community here, Lil Siski, Coffee as well. But even then, you will see in a bit, there's like, what, 3 characters? Oh, nope, correction, 5. Because I forgot the Rose Gallery were a terrifying force all the way back in season 1. You have Siko, why is her hair blocking your face, Doge? The Rosie Sakuryu, when she was the main heel in doggone MCW, nobody could take that damn MCW World Championship from her. You got, whom else? Good lord, a large bulk of, this is Mikey Mundo, so he's another person. This is Mikey Mundo. I just could not be bothered to actually model him, so he became one of our mystery men, which at this point in time in season 1 and 2, God, I had a lot of characters doing the mystery person gimmick. Before WWE was overdoing it, I did it first, which I'll get to that a little bit more in a little bit. Let's see, good lord, I realized a lot of VTubers that pop up in WKW tend to graduate by the end of the year, because Mube graduated, I don't know if it was before I even started season 2. I think it was, I think she graduated before I start, or shortly into season 2. Coffee, OG Coffee. I say OG as if she wasn't in the previous season before we started WKW. We got Mercy and Mendo. Back when Mercy had the same exact hairstyle as Mendo before she started tossing some green into her hair. Back when these two were a tag team duo or rarely did any singles action. All 3 of them were genuine menaces, absolute hellraisers in doggone WKW, or not WKW because they were strictly on MCW. But good lord, they were merciless, absolute fiends. I'll get to that when the next part I do this, because I know not many people are awake. I started the stream late, so I'll wait till that stream to show like a bunch of, or at least as much old footage as I can find. That said, season 1 did not have but so much lore outside of the fact that, good god, the Rose Gallery are nightmarish. Yeah, OG Meister, which I think was also in the prequel series to WKW. Let's see, Kuma, old school Kuma. Before I decided to redesign his face, because good lord, he looked butt ugly with this old face design. Yeah, Kyoko. Oh, a lot of faces that have not popped up or aren't around anymore. Jasper, Jackson, before you also got a bit of a makeover of the face. Let's see. You got old school Miss Miku, which I'm curious to see what she looks like. Oh yeah, I forgot this game you couldn't do intergender wrestling. got Broly before I decided to make him a proper character in WKW. Captain Falcon, which had an endless rivalry with Doggone Meister before they became a tag team partner that feuded with, I believe it was Big Boss and Sam Fisher. God dang on. And you got me, Yuko as well, Fifi, Gurm, which is also graduated, Goshi, which is also graduated. Iron Mouse has popped up, I think, once during this season that we're currently on. Literally. Let me see. What did season 1 Hatsune Miku look like? And it's weird kind of sitting there thinking and realizing, good lord, Miku has been a part of every season of WKW/NCW. So she was in season 1 at the tail end of it. I recall she had a different appearance to her because this is the one where someone else made her.
And as this match gets started, we're looking at an unflinching superstar ready to throw down.
Up, scrap. Also, you can see restart, so I could actually move my own accord. Turn this down a bit. And yeah, you can see I wasn't the best at designing stuff at this point in time.
Definitely not the type of
because you had this very Goober's first wrestling arena. Just slap the WKW logo on the mat. The gold doggone stairs. The secondary logo that we hardly use for WKW on the bottom, giant crown with the 2 W's. What does the stage look like? Static, not animated. Here's a little bit of customizing up here. A little bit, not too much. God, man, doggone. Highlight reel has me starting at the doggone beginning of the recording, not the editing. Okay, guess I did a little bit of customizing because you had the two. Why had the announce table on the stage and by ringside? Nevertheless, had the doggone old. Did a little bit of customizing with the doggone earths on the side of the ring, or the stage, I should say. And of course, you had the doggone WKW logo also on this part of the ramp. Not too shabby, not too great. And then you also got that good lord, forgot how this stuff on camera works because this was different. The target for I meant to go to. Did it not focus on any specific person? I guess it didn't. Good lord, I didn't realize we had a bit of a upgrade in 2K25. You got Season 1 Iron Mouse back when she, I think, was WKW World Champion. I was about to say, because Sakura never lost that title. She got that and became one of the only two people to hold that title during Season 1. And then you got the abomination that was Season 1 Miku. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it did have a specified targeting. But yeah, not the best design. At least in comparison to how she looks like nowadays, in my own opinion.
Superstars are showing no concern for their own well-being. All that matters to them right now is doing as much damage to one another
get
as
a victory over Mousy here. That's a good God. Just hit me. The doggone bottom bit has never changed. Not in 2K. Oh crap. Not in 2K23. Not in 24. Not in 25. And not in 26.
Oh, this is gonna be nasty.
Good God. The UI probably should get a bit of an update, like 2K27. Don't you think, 2K? Because the same exact UI with minimal tinkering for like half a decade is a little wild. A little wild.
We are seeing on display here.
From the top, diving double axe handle. Looking bad for her here.
Elbow.
Elbow connects. And now she finds herself only playing defense. Yeah, you have to think her confidence is dropping now.
Elbow.
Slips out of the way. And that was
Get dropped.
well-executed attack.
Alright, can I beat you with just one? What was your finisher and signature? Okay, sister abs. Nope. This is submission mover. Crap.
But she releases the hold.
Well, I think she sensed her opponent was about to break free.
No idea what your signature was, but let's see if I can get the victory. Because I also barely touched the sliders in doggone season 1.
Here is your winner, Mean Q.
And that seemed like a pretty easy day at the office right there.
Never a doubt, barely a moment's
Lord.
suspense. This one was about as lopsided as they come.
Boy, that was season 1 Miku, as well as the season 1 arena, but there was, of course, that of MCW, which wouldn't come into fruition until a couple of months down the line. So MCW came to be when I first started toying with the idea of doing multi-streams. And quite frankly, legitimately had a moment where I was sitting there going, you know what, I do want to do a separate series, except on YouTube. Took a hot minute trying to figure out how I should go about it, what I should do, but eventually I decided to go ahead and have NCW be its own separate thing. Don't think I had that many doggone matches and whatnot. Not matches. I didn't have that many themes be played on there because YouTube was a bit harder with the copyright. But also did it because I knew I couldn't do multi-streaming properly, because at the time Twitch still had that as a rule. However, funnily enough, Twitch decided to abruptly change their doggone minds. And so from the multi-stream kind of was it multi-stream or was it just streaming on YouTube? It was streaming on YouTube more than multi-streaming, now that I think about it. Boy, I don't think I got the double entrances proper. Was the last time I did universe mode before I switched over to do? Yeah, no, I did universe mode 2K25. No, not 5, 4, 2K24. Oh Lord, oh yeah, I did this doggone match as a bit of a flashback for last year before we started season 3. We're gonna do it again, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, nah, give me 1v1. Because I forgot one big issue with this game, and one reason I didn't like doing tag matches too often was because they take 20 fucking years. If you know how 2K does nowadays, crap, where if you're doing a tag match and you get in the ring once, you can't get back in later after the fact. That was not a thing in this game. Rosie, so she was tagged under R instead of S. There you are. Yeah, this game had its fair share of bugs as well. Because if I saved the entrances and stuff for outside of universe mode, it would not save inside. lord. You know what, to be funny, not Nakamura, but still a Scarlet. Still a Scarlet. Alright, you know, let me change the category. The first time this category has probably been touched by anybody in years. But Lord, jump it all the way back to 2K doggone 23. You know, let me go with Sakura. But yeah, legitimately throughout that of season 1, oh god, I forgot how ridiculously long the loading was. I legit go quiet during these parts back during season 1, just sitting there and patiently waiting for this doggone game to finish loading. Especially considering at this point in time I didn't have the doggone PlayStation 5. So I didn't have the benefit. Actually, was this available on PlayStation 5? I think it was. But Lord. Let me hit the doggone music. What was Sakura's theme song? Straight to the Castle. I was about to say, because Sakura had a different theme song back during the season before she got Heavy as the Crown. She had Here Comes the Here Comes the Where is it? Hold up, I need to look it up. I need to look it up because that's gonna make me go crazy. Also, let me make sure that the other background music is muted because I don't need to overload y'all.
Feels about this individual.
Oh yeah, they don't care for this superstar superiority and the way they lord it over everyone.
Look, facts are facts. Some people are just better, Saxton. It's like you and me in commentary.
Let's see. I severely doubt I have the doggone playlist saved. But legit, God, these three were absolute menaces.
Just take a look at the champ. Always an event when she competes.
The ashes kicked us down. From the ashes we will rise. I don't even think I had my doggone secondary YouTube to go on ahead.
From out of this world, Lex.
And like do all the editing stuff that I do nowadays at this point in time. So let me see if I can find this
isn't a friendliness
on
competition.
YouTube,
It's a fight.
on my
and I don't
main
think that
YouTube.
attitude's gonna do him any favors in there.
Let's see. Season 3. Oh, where's season 2? As OG Scarlet, not Nakamura, comes down. Scrolling. Oh, where?
She's been training for this match for quite a while, and she plans on making a statement.
Did it get deleted? I didn't delete the doggone season 1 playlist, did I? Because I legitimately, because this is before I got my Stream Deck full blown working. That I used to go ahead and just play things over the doggone thing through YouTube. Because like at least nowadays, I could just hit the doggone button if I'm doing this live. Without like having stuff edited in, I could just hit a button like that and all this and the theme will play. I can't find the doggone. Did I might have deleted the playlist. You were given the green light to pause. Hold up, pause the match. I'll let the AI controller
Here tonight with at
As
least
I
one less
try
thing
to
worry about in
find
this one, as this is a non-title match.
the old theme song, I might have just deleted it.
That means she's going to rest on her laurels here. Remember, she's at the top of the division.
Let me see. I think I remember.
Corey, I'm sure she'll treat this match just as seriously as one with.
Wrong way.
Coming. Lock into the STF, hoping to put this one away.
Okay, I found it.
She just won't fade.
The old doggone song that Sakura used back on doggone WKW.
Oh, I think we're going to see it. Here it comes.
Good lord.
Man.
X-Plex.
High-impact crossbody.
Turn this up because I can hardly hear this. Legitimately Sakura with this doggone theme.
Michinoku driver.
Nowadays she minds her business and doesn't receive that many problems or issues. Wasn't quite the case back in the day.
Oh, yeah, she's saying,
Don't be taunting in her face.
heading back to the ring.
Got side up.
Kick right
Take to the jaw.
She's looking for looking to platter with a DDT.
Oh crap, didn't mean to just punch y'all. The mic.
Ooh, she just turned it
Perfect. Did that one little combo special. Surprisingly at the crossbody. Alright. Let me play. Let me hop in.
the pin attempted one. Amazing effort by her. And now she's climbing to the top turnbuckle.
Nope. Get screwed. Stomp. So what was her signature? Oh my god, her signature was headbutt. Oh no. Okay, that's a bit more like it. The hell just happened? And yeah, her move finisher was always on Rhodes plant. Because Rosie won. GG's.
Here is your winners.
It just hit me too. Another thing is this was back before I muted the in-game music as well, or in-game audio, because there you got the doggone commentators yapping a bunch. Thank God, red shirt Sakura was not somebody to toil with. Happiness was not in that woman's vocabulary. She wanted problems always. And yep, you got the old MCW championship design too. John Cena vs. Jackson Reeve. This game was really just tossing itself together. And it's straight to the cast. God, you couldn't manage belts in this game either. Lord, the last game match was into God and MVP as well. Don't ask why the title's been duplicated to. You know what? I'll answer anyways. For guys, duplicated every single championship half a dozen times. That was for when I first put together the stats room. I'm assuming it's my face. Oh, I didn't need to do that. Well, legit did all this. Never undid it. This is for when I first put together the doggone stats, which I need to update. I'll probably do that at the end of the season, maybe. We'll see. But your boy is still big busy. God. If this could load, I'm trying to show. You know what? Let's see if that helps me find faster. Scrolling. Probably could have done this easier. Like looking at the bottom of the screen. Good God. Oh yeah, I need to get back to doing it. Next season, I need to get back to doing this. Next season, I need to get back to doing that. Lord, you can see some doggone old school news. And yet, they, as I said, were a violent bunch. The ninjas were all very notable characters in the season 2 or the series. Let's see. When did I start tracking titles? It was early in last season. But where? There you are. Yeah, that's why I have a dozen of these titles. Also, why did I put it backwards? It was Sakura, then it was Mori Calliope. But Lord. Not too many title changes for a couple of these belts. Only 2 MCW Women's Champions during this season. Only 2 to 3 for the season 1 for the men's MCW tag. Mendo and Mercy destroyed after they took the titles from Katana and Melina. Again, why did I put it backwards? Was it backwards? I don't remember. But Lord, you got the old Femboy Championship. The hardcore title that you got merged together with the Femboy title for the remainder of this. Actually, not even the remainder of the season. At the end of the season, WKW Platinum 1 WrestleMania 1. You got the MCW Women's Championship. The MCW Tag titles, which I just kind of stole off of Community Creations. So a nice looking belt went, you know what, this will work for the MCW titles. We'll fucking weeball. Good God, I was not good at making championship designs for season 1 for either of these two. Flat, boring, and bland. Then you got the doggone tag team titles, which aren't too better. And then where's the women's tag titles? Or why are they not showing up? Don't know why the women's tag titles aren't showing up. For actually for both WKW and MCW. Where are they? Did they get deleted or something? They might have, but Lord. Probably gonna dive more into season 1 stuff later. But quite frankly, we will go from season 1, of course, into season 2. And at that point, I was feeling not the same oofish feelings I had when I ended the prequel series of WKW, but was still somewhat kind of. I was intrigued for the future, big intrigued, and good Lord, would I be given a reason why? Alright, plug in the PlayStation 5 again. Then, skip ahead a year later, we would go ahead and trade off 2K23 to 24, the Bucky nightmare that was. And quite frankly, a lot of the modern day WKW and MCW stuff would truly be born in this season. You might think that a lot of it was brought forth in that of season, what was it, season 1. Some stuff was, a lot of it was kind of just your standard doggone E-Fed, not too much going on. I say standard E-Fed, like a lot of E-Feds don't go ahead and really go wild. But I was kind of just vibing was season 1. Wasn't doing too much of note. Then season 2 came around, and good God, how things evolved, how things greatly changed.
It's a new day.
Yeah, the game
Yes,
also recently lost the internet connectivity, sadly. But then we got season 2, where I got a lot better at some things. That's Final Clash. But then we got a WKW arena that actually looked good. Nope, that's To the Moon. You got the old bandana patterns with the old school Doggone logo. I forgot I used the version 2 logo for this arena. But of course, you had a good board. Oh, Giazzo was hideous. Though before they removed her doggone hairstyle, Broly, which at this point became a notable character in the series. Buster. You got me with my doggone modern model styling. Non-canon Dovev. This is the Dovev that got killed by Scarlet. Eco, Mofa. You got Farrell, Yura shortly before she graduated. And there is the version of Miku that I started to go ahead and base the future variants off of. Season 2 Miku, which looks legit. It escapes me how bad Season 1 Miku looked like. But good lord, what an upgrade Season 2 got. It gave her Hug the Almighty, Endo, Rami Nakamura. You know, with Endo, you got Jackson with a modern look he has nowadays. Jasper, Joe Hendry, Jonathan R. Castle. You got a lot of old faces in. But you know, one person. You got spoiled. Dang it. You already saw. You got Sakura, which spent the majority of Season 2 as a heel like she did in Season 1. Still on the tear. But good God. When it came to the final few doggone months, or the final month actually, is when that doggone woman got forcibly made to turn doggone face. Because Scarlet was on that much of a bullshit timing. You also got a couple of other people that had their first little peep up. You got that of Madam X, which we revealed as Tsuru Ishii. Made a few appearances during Season 2. Mainly during the Royal Rumble, which foreshadowed her debut and her doggone appearance. And funnily enough, 1 year later, she would win the match she debuted at. And she went under the mask of Madam X, which, fun fact, is effectively the same attire that Scarlet debuted in. Snooping about, trying to get information about that of Scarlet. We also had, this is the first season we had some crossover too. Because you got Lilith Q from GCA, you got Kitty Robin as well. There's of course one other first season that you had. Again, I keep scrolling over Scarlet Nakamura. And there, oh, I forgot to. You can also see Mercy got the doggone green hair now in this game as well. Don't remember if I got Scarlet a theme in the game. I don't think I did. There you had the doggone Demon Trio start to grow. You had Sika return at one point. Not return, she was there at the beginning. What am I talking about? And it was during Wrong attire. That's the attire for the other Mercy and Mendo from promo bit I did. So ignore why they have halos over their head. Never fix that attire bit. The doggone 4-person entrance before we can actually customize these doggone things properly. As the camera pans to a visible mystery person. Oh yeah, this is the doggone arena. I put the Dojon Goobers up on the corners as well. The Lord, I forgot. I think there was a point where I changed it to this, but they did have the same entrance as season 1, where they came out like the damage control motion. Also, a little lore fun fact: those two versions of Mercy and Mendo, another invisible person, W2K, you never change. As much things change, things stay the same. But Sakura used to deal with another 2 versions of Mercy and Mendo, which unfortunately have met the woo. Also, why these 2 were meant to be a bit of a little note of that, as they popped up in the background of one of those Scarlotta promo bits. I think the first one I did of her, where they're just catching a vibe in the background. Then we get the doggone actual proper attire. And unfortunately, Scarlet didn't have the second version of her theme song in this game. Why is it so quiet? When doggone Scarlet walked out of the season with the WKW Women's title. Legitimately, I can't help but describe how Sakura went from being the main antagonist to getting usurped by this doggone woman. And it's funny because most people will think of Scarlet and think of the absolute super goober. A lot of people were not around for season 2 Scarlet, but she was a bit of a goober, especially with the other version of Scarlet in the ONC. But good God, this woman was on timing. Legitimately forced that of the Rose Gala and the Cautionary Tale to effectively team together, though in reality it was a bit of a ruse. Quite frankly, well before she was the biggest babyface, this one was the biggest fucking heel. Also, the last time that WWE let me use that hair and the crown together, before 2K decided that hair was a bit of a complex situation for them to deal with for some reason. Like W2K. I forgot, it was really just 2K25 that did the whole having the side of shit pop up. Let me go ahead, make this a little easier for myself so I don't have to keep fending off the doggone AI. Just let me control the both of them. Yeah, the old school. Not fully old. Yeah, actually, you know what? I guess she is now back to being old school Sakura. Traded the red shirt for the green one. I think these gauntlets she really didn't have for the majority of the season, only till Mania. We got season 2 Scarlet. Back when she had the doggone, the little emblem from the house that she got the Heartbreak Kid fit that she wore ever since she had properly turned heel. I say properly because she actually spent all of season 2 as technically a heel, technically a tweener. Because she was always doing like 2 separate feuds at once. She was like the Rhea Ripley back in when Rhea Ripley was still in the Judgment Day. She would be butting in the men's division. That was what Scarlett was doing, because she was still doing stuff with the house, with Fata Farrell, Fata Star, Fata Jokester. But then, quite frankly, she was a heel, always a heel of the women's division back during the season. And then, quite frankly, came WKW Mania time. Scarlett the Olympic with the victory. And good lord. You know what? Nah, let me go ahead and... I forgot what animation I got Scarlett in this double game. It's still somewhat weird to say this is like very nostalgic looking back on it, but it really is. Good God. This is also the era where the Kingdom Crew popped in. You had a large number of debuts for a large number of mainstays in the series. You had Farrell, you had Scarlett, you had all the cautionary tale. Go ahead and show up, which I'll show in a second. You had that of Jokester, Farrell, Star. You had, already said Scarlett, already said all of the cautionary tale. The men's section of the Rose Gallery, which haven't really shown up since this season, outside of Jackie. Let me go ahead and scroll back through here. See what these titles look like. God. So as you saw while showing 2K23, the hardcore and femboy titles got unified at WKW Mania by that of Mr. Showtime. Then it wasn't until Azul became champion that he turned it back to the hardcore title. Then he dropped it to Swerve, whom which dropped it to Jokester. Before we had the Gimmick Grand title, we had the Gauntlet Championship, which I don't even fully remember if you really got anything. I think it was just a gimmick in of itself. It was a title for me to go ahead and spam Gauntlet matches before I had like an actual proper gimmick, like with its successor, the Gimmick Grand Championship, which quite frankly, you win it 5 times, or you get yourself into a Gimmick Grand Championship match 5 times. Yourself a title opportunity. This title had none of that. Jackson, just like Sakura, is dominant in MCW, was also dominant in WKW, walked out season 1 as the WKW champion. You had, oh god, this was during his historic reign too, because he won it off of Farrell, lost it back to Farrell, then won it back off of him and didn't lose it until this past October during the season that we are currently in. Coffee and Eco was MCW Tag Team Champions. Nowadays, they're WKW Tag Champs. Seza Ryu, back when they were still together, at least with Mikey and Kuma, were champs. You got Susie. You got me, which I still hold. This belt, I am your reigning defending Sweet VTuber Champion of the world. Where's my title? Where's my title? There is my title. Oh god, I forgot. Wait a minute. This is the old version of my belt. I forgot about this one. You also got the VTuber Universal Championship, WKW Tag, United States title, Women's WKW Tag. Good lord, the fact that this woman here has not lost the title since she won it during this season is insanity. Buster Wu, the United States champion, back during season 2, and now, as we are nearing season 4, never lost that title. That woman is cracked. Women's Gauntlet champion Rami and Karai unified the Gauntlet titles to form the Gimmick Brand title. You had Pharaoh's WKW champ, Scarlett's WKW Women's champ, and let me look through the stars because I did mention a couple of new faces. God, I forgot my own character's doggone faction name. I don't know if I call them the Lighthouse. I called them something else. The Lighthouse is the old name I used to give them before I put them in the series. Glorious Kings, thank you. Glorious Kings, I've yet to have them return. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't have any ideas how to. Android 18, which got treated like a Giga Jobber. Although that was on 2K, that was not on me. Go ahead and move this. Use the WKW thing. Broly, Buster, Damon, Big Or, and one of these few seasons that Dojo showed up in and will show up in. I already showed Iko, you showed Pharaoh. But quite frankly, let me see if I find the cautionary tale. You got Endel Rami, already showed Bell. You also got that of, oh god, I forgot Oku was in this. You got that of, let's see. Oliver O'Donovan, another member of the Rose Gallery, the men's section, along with Rezzo, which might have shown up since. I might bring them back. I don't know. I don't have any. Actually, I don't have any ideas for them. I need more people in the tag division for season 4. Cause God, you had Randy Johnson, Freddie Wiz Club, Jackie, yeah, it's Sakura. God, Dojo is actually here. Already showed Scarlett, Scorpion, Sika, Sephiroth, Smoke. A lot of the ninjas are still in there. Then you got BHP joining the crew as well. Susie back with her old school look when she ended the season as MCW champ. You got Star. You got BHP's Tombstone. Tyson Ali also from the Glorious Kings. Whitebeard, good lord. Then you got Sealit, Scarlett. Before the two started looking very, very similar. But of course, you got that of, oh god, WKW Platinum. This doggone arena. I'll show the MCW arena off in a second. Let's see. Also couldn't do mixed gender matches in this game. Forgot that too. Oh lord. I need to figure out what I should do for this season's Mania mat. Because good lord, this season 2's Mania mat, one of the coolest, coldest mats I've done. Good lord, the forever doggone champion Buster Wu. Also, I need to look back before I remake the United States title in season 4, because I've yet to go ahead and do a doggone any titles. Don't know why that escaped me. God. I don't know why she looked a little... Does she look more or less uncanny nowadays? Because her eyes wasn't so pure. They look... God, it's so weird. She looks a little normal compared to nowadays. Because her eyes are less so piercing. But then you got doggone Rami Nakamura. Back when she was still... Well, she's a face again nowadays. Oh, Lord. I'll get in flashbacks of the main event. I'm gonna show that probably this weekend when I do the part 2 for the recap stuff. Oh Lord. God, you got the names too. You got all these doggone old school, everybody that was either around or those that had their characters in the series, their names also representing. But Lord. God, she looks normal. It's weird. So weird. Let me take a closer look at Bust. I need to use this game. I need to look at what I did with her settings, because good Lord, why does she look kind of normal? Because I remember back during this season, she looked uncanny to us because of her eyes. But for some reason, nowadays, they look normal. It's so odd. Well, also, you got the doggone Matt. You got a lot of people being represented. You got the Rose Gallery. You got Jokester. You got Pharaoh, Meister, Karai. You got Big Mac, never the little one. I believe one of the first ever Universal Champions for the VTuber side of things. You got doggone JK Security, Goshi. You got yours truly. You got Scarlet. Shout out to Pharaoh for that art of Scarlet. The House. You got Star. You got doggone Coffee, Eco, Mugen, Coco. And of course, you got the bandana style, the doggone Matt. But then you also got all the names of people that popped up. All the people that have vibed with your boy in the order that they followed me to. Yeah, Eco, Coco, Coffee, Maurice, Meister, Goshi, Veen, Django, Daemon, Lemon, nowadays known as Mr. Showtime, Chibi, Star, Jokester, Pharaoh, Dazzle, Madi, Mac, Mr. Big H, Sylvie, Maze, Karai. And how that list has grown since. And you got this doggone ramp. I need to figure a way to outdo this. I'll figure something out. But of course, for this bit there, you already know. There's one little thing I did not show.
You dig it, sucker.
And that's MCW. Which, not as great. Not my best work, to be honest. Give me Miss Robin. Intrigued, because I haven't seen OG Susie's entrance in years. Or not years, because it's... Fuck it, you know what I mean. In a hot while. Which reminds me, I need to start setting up for the Season 3 banner. It's like what you see with the Community Wrestling bit, WKW logo. That stuff was not the way it looked like. I mean, it looked very different back during this season. I don't know if I had one for Season 1. I might not have. Season 2, this stuff looked different. I need to figure out one for Season 4. Okay, she had the Edge entrance. It's all I need. There's a fault of badness. I don't care, where is my dog name popping up? There you are. If you don't do that in the other tabs, so why do you do this here? You lower your squish this down a bit. And it's still so funny because a little fun fact, I don't think I really originally intended on having Kitty Robin butt heads with Susie back when I first had them square up against each other. Funnily enough, at WKW's Mania. But lo and behold, 1 year later, they're going to be fighting against each other at Mania again. And unlike last time, it is personal. It is very personal. The Werecat, as well as Susie Cranio, two underdogs of the season for that of season 2 that became two pillars of season 3. Shout out to the GCA for the Werecat. Again, looking at this arena, good God, not that inspired. Very uninspired. Now that I'm looking at it, good God, it is legitimately just the bandana thing I had. And the MCW logo. It was similar to WKW, but a bit more lazily done. Got the OG MCW logo. Fun fact, we don't use this logo for season 2. Or season 3, excuse me. They look almost the same. I did a little touch up, which I'll be honest, I kind of regret, because the modern logo is a lot darker. Which is also one of the few reasons I decided to touch up the logo for season 4 and have it be something brand new. Also because it's a new era, 4th doggone season. Why not go ahead and just outright give it a reboot, fresh coat of paint? That said, I need to go ahead and finish setting up the arenas, which I'll probably have by WKW and CW this week. That's why you're not charging. Excuse me, my phone just ain't charging. There you go. But yeah. Old school logo. This is technically the same, just without the space background. Very low quality image of something, I don't know what. It looks like a carpet, even though it's supposed to be concrete. Good lord. Not the greatest look. Not the greatest looking. You get the kind of standard-ish stage. Not too good, not too bad, not too shabby. I forgot this was an indoors arena. And so, yeah, I know it makes sense. But yeah, did I have anything on the announce table? Not really. But yeah, this was the season that really changed it all. It's funny looking at it from this season versus doggone nowadays, man. Because of course you got the season that we are currently on, season 3. Nope, I don't know why I went to the category and went to WKW. That is not an actual category in Twitch. But we'll be on this game until Mania, so this is the final month that we will be in this game. Before this too also becomes a relic of the past, which is still weird to think about. I already know what the doggone arena looks like. If not, you might just be very, 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 very new here, as in this is your first stream new here. But just compare. You know what, bring me, good lord, seal it. Now looking like main Scarlet. And your boy was doing a little bit of tinkering. And I'm still recording promos and stuff, which I need to finish actually before I go to sleep. I mentioned Scarlet didn't start using Heavy as a Crown up until that of season 2, which is funny enough due to that of her feud with Scarlet and Mike Killer. The first time that Scarlet and Sakura had a proper interaction that wasn't Scarlet just being a weirdo. Also pissed off at the fact this is the only game that this song exists in. So I'm probably going to have to go back to editing Scarlett's theme song in for the next game unless they could drop some shit and dug on fucking life faction. Yeah. But around that of middle of last year, actually not even middle of last year, it was the journey from the end of season 2 up until Turn of the Tide, from the debut show of season 3 all the way up to Turn of the Tide, I should say, is when Scarlett did make a proper face turn. Went from being the main antagonist of the women's division to the main pro tag, effectively, for lack of a better term. Good Lord. And also where the rivalry between Sakura and Scarlett eventually ended as well, because nowadays they are on the same faction. And yes, I can reconfirm for those that didn't see the MCW pay-per-view. I don't know if I had or have this hairstyle the most recent episode of the WKW, but yeah, Scarlett got the old hair back. Yeah, of course, you got Sakura. You know what? Seeing as that is a common thing, looking at the stage behind her, I might just go ahead and slap the doggone logo on the ramp. That seems to be a bit of an unconscious staple I've done for all 3 seasons. Might as well go ahead and do that for season 4. Try to hold it in, but biceps eating out. This is what you asked for. Heavy is the crown. But God, looking at her in this season, also where I've realized, little fun fact, she kept this attire for the entirety of the season up till today, because I kind of forgot to take her out of her season 2 WrestleMania fit. So that's why when I was showing the previous games, why she had the red shirt in season 1, and then the doggone green fit in season 2. Well, hey, every season she looks different. We'll have to go ahead and cut that off. Also, if it's not dead obvious, this is the first season that I've actually did heavier editing. No, I said cut the music off. Of course, you got the logos everywhere. I tried to change it up. I almost forgot completely. I already did make the map for the next season. You got the logos everywhere. Same for on the outside. Same for the corners. Actually, pretty pleased, even to this day, with how I did the stairs. I almost forgot I had the logos on the stairs as well. Which is weird to say, because, again, this is the current active season. But some details you just kind of unconsciously overlook. I'm probably going to do a little bit more of the tables for next season. But, of course, let's take a trip to the ramp. Also, I've realized, going back to back with these games, thank God these games have learned to fix the doggone controllings for some of this shit, because getting out the ring for some of the older games is a bit annoying. Then you got the doggone, I realized I could just use the light reel for this. You got the doggone logo. I still need to figure out what I'm going to do, because I do want to do something a little bit more aesthetically pleasing for the main Tron. And then of course you got the Goober logo. God, I ain't gonna lie, got a little lazy there. But I need to figure out something to do for the Tron, because of course, since we're going through like every game we've done for WKW and MCW 2K23 4 5, And I'll go ahead and peek through 6 because I did add a few more stars. Did work on a few more people earlier. Oh, good lord, got jump scared because I was looking. Hold up. Also, yes, we may or may not be rating into Mace after I finish with all this stuff, but quite frankly. Hold up. Oh, y'all didn't even hear him. Okay, cool. But we'll do that later because I'm still showing this stuff off. Still need to figure out for Harley if I want to keep what I have for that of the current season set. But yeah. Also, this is the season where I kind of chilled out with modifying Scarlett's default attire. Although, to be fair, last season I did that stuff with a reason, because she went from being kind of just a silly goober to being the main heel of the doggone series. And nowadays she's been the face. I think the only time outside of her hair where I've been changing her attire, her default attire, was up until Turn of the Tide. Because at Turn of the Tide to SummerSlam is when I kind of just got with the final attire that she had for the majority of the season. As of course, you got the doggone sleeves being a little bit of representing that of her students, her nephew, and her son. And of course, I realized, good lord, the top. I can't think of a better looking top for the Blood Woman than the blood looking pattern, which is also because I couldn't figure much out for something better looking in 2K26. So not too much change, which I'll show again in case you forgot what she looks like nowadays. I'll get to that in a bit, because of course we got that of MCW. And again, I still need to report for this week's WKW pay-per-view. Because trust me when I say I've never done so much recording for a normal episode of WKW and MCW quite like I've done with this season. Not this season, quite like I've done for this weekend. So anybody that's watching the VOD, trust me, y'all gonna want to be tuning in to this weekend shows, because I got a lot. Nope, get back here. God. You know what I did this for the MCW arena, bring me Susie and bringing me Kitty Robin. Because these two went from kind of the underdogs. Even though Susie was MCW champion in season 2, it didn't feel like she was really too great of note. Like, she did kind of feel a bit. I forgot to get the doggone theme, to put this theme back up. But you got the doggone logo, sure, Edge towel. I still am. Actually, I might have an idea for something I want to do for the next arena for MCW. Also, you got those retro-ish looking trons behind it, kind of similar to that of WKW's ish, hard on the ish. Technically speaking, this is the 4th MCW arena I've done. Dog on it. It's why have you locked me into this? Get me out. Let me skip. It's gonna have Susie Jumper. I did not want to have Susie Jumper. I just wanted to finish this doggone entrance. Yep, Susie jumps her. No, that's not what I wanted you to do. Of course, you got the Cyclone logo. The most effort I've done for the MCW match so far. Better than just slapping the logo and calling it a day. Better than doing the bandana background, slapping the logo in the middle, and just doing a pattern. You also got MCW logo stretched out. You can also see maybe a bit more of what I was talking about. Because the Season 1 and 2 logos versus Season 3, they look almost the exact same, except for, unfortunately, I made this fucking logo dark. A little bit dark. Not helped by the fact that it's got the black outlines that really does not help it at all. Does not help it stand out. So that's the one negative I have to say with this arena. It's mainly just because of the logo. Because I made this logo darker. Which is also something I kept in mind when I was trying to figure out the logo for next season, which for those that did not see, in case anybody does Levon, your boy did go ahead and get it confirmed with y'all in the server. Next season, I don't have to worry about a logo looking a little too dark, because we got ourselves our season 4 MCW logo. And originally, I was not gonna lie, I was planning on ending MCW this season, because I do have a couple of things I want to do this year. Quite frankly, I do always get happy when when I'm able to do like promo stuff for even outside of my series. But there is one thing I've been wanting to do, and that's to level up my game, and that is to make some 3D models, because I did have some old 3D models. Really just one that I did back in the day that looked super atrocious. But I do want to learn how to make 3D models and learn how to animate. And in turn, I could step my fucking promo game up significantly and not have to use 2K for that. Which really has me intrigued. But at the same time, the reason why I decided against shutting down MCW, and just because originally that's also why I had the tag titles get won by 5-star, 2 titles went to one team back at the Royal Rumble before I decided to split them back up. It's because my vision for MCW and WKW, really just the EFED stuff in general, I want to have people join the series, and since we got an increased roster size, I need more space for more people. And so the compromise I made with myself is, you know what? MCW and WKW are going to be sharing pay-per-views in the season 4. At least until I figure out something as to where I might not need the extra free time to do the side project stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and get to also go ahead and toss back into the wrestling stuff. But yeah. And so MCW continues on for another year. But yeah, you got the dog. I'm gonna be sad. I got these doggone Trons. I really love the green Trons from Indy Hartwell, and also Smudge, because Rami Nakamura uses them doggone things. This is kind of just here. And I didn't mention earlier, this is actually the 4th arena MCW has had, despite being the season 3 arena. I did have the theater, indoor theater, before I decided to go for the outdoors. The reason I had to change that is because 2K decided that it would be a good idea to let that shit clip. We would find ourselves in the ceiling often, and 2K would never fix it. To the point I think that glitch is still in 2K26. So imagine, for example, to kind of show off a little bit what I mean, imagine this bar here would keep showing up naturally in the camera, and very, very frequently. And even then, with this gigantic arena, the game will still at times clip into these doggone posts, but it doesn't do it but so often. It did even more so when I had the theater arena. Of course, I got the logos on the doggone tables and whatnot. Didn't do too much to the stairs. Didn't feel like I needed to. And that's still on how things look like. You already know how the titles look like in season... Nope, not zoom in. You already know what the titles look like in season 3, but to kind of do a bit of a back-to-back-to-back, and even a bit of some lore, catch-up lore for these titles. Well, I'll put make sure that there's no spoilers. I don't think there is any spoilers with the titles, because I don't think I did any. Let me double check. Frozen Dojan. Did I do any title matches? I haven't done the Gimmick Grand title match yet. That's why Naomi is still in the title. Haven't had her put her title on the line. Recording stuff. Did I do any title matches? Let me see. WKW news. Outside of the Gimmick Grand title, I don't think I have. I didn't do the MCW Women's World title match yet. Okay, there's some titles I haven't touched. Some matches I have yet to do. But even then, I wouldn't show y'all the answer if I did. But you got the Hardcore title, which I decided to redesign twice. As you saw, it was just the hardcore title and the Femboy titles in Season 1. Season 2 came around, they were fused together after Mr. Showtime unified them for We Know This Lemon. They got turned back into just the hardcore title. Biazzle, then Jokester won the title at Mania. Then around when Veen won it, I changed it to the modern design, which will remain this way in next season. You got the IC title, which is a newcomer for this season. Gaming Grand title came to be after the two Gauntlet titles were fused together. And again, significant upgrade from the Gauntlet titles. Gauntlet titles are just spamming Gauntlet matches every single week. Without no doggone, without any doggone new additions or any reasoning to be competing for that title. Gaming Grand title completely erases that issue by giving you a potential championship opportunity. That's what I've gotten for the MCW World titles. Actually, I'm probably gonna have to. I was thinking about how I'm gonna redesign this title. If I decide to, I might not. We'll see. We will see. We will see. This might be one of the few titles I redesign. This will have to be slightly tinkered because the logo changed. These are going to need redesigns. This is the only title that's in MCW and WKW that I'll be real. I sit here still to this day say I really could have done better. So yeah, up next season, this title is the only one that I'm guaranteeing is getting a redesign. Cause oh dear God. Oh, did y'all hear that? Hold up. Nope, my soundboard's muted. As I was saying, oh dear God. Oh, I had two soundboard things up still from when they were bugged out. Hold up. Hold, I need to make sure my soundboard's working because I've only recently seemingly got it back to being up and running. I need to make sure this is good. Okay, cool, it works. Alright, good. Yeah, these titles will be getting redesigned like hell. God. The other Trios Championship, also a relatively new title in this series. Yeah, the Super Undisputed Championship, which is also a redesign from the Universal title, which is a redesign of another title. Don't know what happened with these titles. With the, I think I used a Cruiserweight plate instead of the one I did for Season 2. I'm probably going to look back at Season 2 and see what I did for those settings for this next game. WKW title, which I'm going to keep the same unless I can hit up Farrell, get that at the art file and see if some tinkering can be done, because it is a gorgeous title and I don't want to toss it out. Got the VTuber title that I hold, the tag titles, and the still have yet to do the Mania Arena. But that is for another time. Then of course you got 2K26, which I still am very much in the process of setting things up. Again, I haven't even finished the arenas. They're about the same place y'all saw them last at. But I did finish making a few more people. Because earlier I was trying to set up some stuff for some promo things. Not just for WKW, but also the GCA. Let's... Shit! Zoom in. Y'all saw none of that. Though, to be fair, what I showed... Okay, cool. Y'all didn't see none of the actual... My characters I didn't want to be spoiled. Okay, cool. Also, good lord, I've realized Kimberly Owens' her doggone portrait makes her look like a Hanma. Legit kind of gives me vibes of the Hanma family. But of course, and we did this for every game except for 2K23 because Scarlet didn't exist until Season 2. I need to tinker with Sakura's entrance because her entrance now, currently in the game, is what her entrance was at the start of Season 3. So I need to tinker with it. Side note, this will not be her default theme in WKW. This is just because they got rid of the Roxanne theme song. I decided to use the shorter hairstyle to allow me to put that damn horn back on her. Did I change the top? Did I? Oh, I did change the top. I forgot I did that. Still got the doggone spike bits on the shoulders. Alright, you already seen her entrance. Okay, so she does still have a bit of a blood pattern. Of course, you can see the stage is very unfinished. And again, this entrance will not be what she has in the actual season 4. This is just because I've been having Iko help recreate characters. This is the entrance Sakura had at the start of this year's season, not for next season. Back when she was moving around rather fairly-ish. No! Alright, you can get the music. I kinda wish I could turn this off. How about us get into the match a little bit faster? So we got new logo for the new mat. Took a bit of elements from the rejected mat for season 3, which had the outwards borders on it. Said WKW and then said my tag, and decided to do a complete remix of it. Gave it a bit of that galaxy background. Also decided to give it a bit of a little fancy-ish vibe on the outside. I might tinker with these steps a bit. We'll see. Make a little bit more nice looking. Didn't do too much of the tables. But let's be fair, I think the game was bugging at that point in time. Haven't really gotten around to fixing. Obviously, this arena's unfinished. Much better looking doggone padding. Down to throw shade on the other ones. The good lord, I'm really fucking with how I did this. Then you got that at the girl Scarlet. Really struggled with how I should update her attire because I didn't want to have her looking same old. So really, all I changed is the purple representing Abaddon and the doggone knee pads. Of course, given the doggone blue representing Noah, orange representing Riku. Also tinkered with the back of the attire, so now the spikes are back there. Then you got Sakura, which is free. She is free from the doggone leather top from WrestleMania 2. The completely revamped. Shoutouts to Iko, did a phenomenal job. Well, let's be fair, it is Iko's character. White to step up for Sakura. Haven't done too much of the stage. Oh god, free me from targeted gel. Gonna figure out what I should do with this. But of course, I will show some of the other girls I have finished. Do that real quick. Some of the ones I haven't shown, because I think I've shown Togu, I think I showed Suru. Let's see, got some GCA girls from Madi's side, still waiting for some on Dazzle's sides, although everybody is still, good lord, everybody is screwed. Can 2K just not let us port models? Can 2K just not let us just go ahead and port models so we don't have to suffer recreating our shit every doggone year? Because, good God, we are all struggling. Also, ignore Daniel Bryan from earlier. I had to yeet him in because I used his moveset for that of Susie, which I have remade earlier. Let me see. You got me. You got Susie. Show Lucy, which is now known as Lucy Akiko. She is no longer Lucy Akuji because hearing both Madi and Falcon refer to her or say her name made me realize her name sounds vulgar. me not show any of the new people. Jackson got an updated attire. And of course, we got Miss Miku, which is still surprising, realizing she really has been around since that of the start. Plus on the toss and let's see. Tinker with that of Lion Tay Ishii's Lion Tay outfit a bit. Made it look a lot better than it does in season 3. Did some other stuff for some other characters, but y'all have to wait and see until the lore calls for that stuff. Got Narumi. Got Ikari. A lot of people that have been getting a little bit of revamped on. Just finished Michaela before I started stream. Doggone it, distribute it. There we go. I'm still a little salty that this song is not in the game yet. We have that of old school Stephanie McMahon. Bad Michaela return. Decided to change her body up, make her a little bit more swole. Well, Lucy is a little bit more courageous. She, Michaela is supposed to be that bodyguard type. Also, might be looking to toss Michaela out to there. We'll have to wait and see. Because I did also change... fuck, I didn't finish her moveset. Did I? I might have. Because I did update her... Oh yeah, I did. I gave Michaela that of Bianca Belair mixed in with, I think, Kevin Owens' moveset, I believe. But then gave her her old proper finishers, like the doggone coffee shop. This is me. Where's my music? Where's my music? I have way too many tabs on this other things. This other thing. Of course, you can find your boy, the real dealer, the magic killer, your one true hitter, #1 wig splitter. That's it. I can also sadly confirm will not be having those draw return because I don't really have much views for that of female me. And even then, for other E-Feds, I'd rather toss that of some of my other characters as opposed to that of Dozora. But I still got the Dragon Emperor, Doja Vloggers. I still might be doing some of my own story stuff. We'll have to wait and see, because season 3 I kind of just been quiet as Dojon. Haven't been doing too much this season. But then you got that of Susie, which I still gave her the same attire she had. Might tinker with her. I think I still need to... I might have already uploaded her. Need to go ahead and let the homies know about that. Although I still might tinker with her attire a bit. Have her come out with something a little different. We'll see. Because at the same time, I really do fuck with the black and gold. And I hear a lot of people really do rock with the old Superman curl hair that Susie has. So it really does come down into, do I really want to go ahead and change things up? And if so, how? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Keep forgetting I could tinker with this doggone stuff back here. I do wonder if the risk of me potentially making this stuff crash, like with some entrances that already have like 2 things, 3 things of pyro going off at once, having a 4th and a 5th going off. I don't trust 2K with withstanding that. Who is next? Lucy Akiko. Akiko. Good Lord, I need to work on how I need to pronounce her last name. Because I previously had Lucy Akuji. I need to reacclimate myself to that new last name. So I can figure out like a way to like really pronounce it. Give it that bit of I could probably might do just Lucy. Nah, I don't know if Lucy Akiko hits the same way as Akuji. I'll figure something out. But she's set, already uploaded, and uploaded with the corrected name. But then you got need to mute these theme songs because I keep forgetting. But these are not any of their proper theme songs. I think this is Jackson. Yeah, this is Jackson. That's it? Yeah, I don't trust this song. Updated fit from Ego herself. I'll skip these sentences. I don't know if I trust this theme song. Who else we got? Let's see. I don't have Wild Thing, but I do have her secondary theme song. That's not her theme, that's Assassinos. I need to download a one with the intro cut out, because that's way too long of a startup. That's way too long of a startup. Hold up. Yeah, this is way too long. I need to get one that just cuts in immediately. But does this cut in? Yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. Tinkered with her attire, made it look a lot better. And on top of that, since I could do the doggone hair color morphing with the two-tone dyes, really helps with the attire. Really helps that shit look a lot better than how it did in the previous game. And who else do we have? 4, 5, 6. Need to also remove that theme as well. I'm prancing through flowers and roses and daisies despite being the murder woman. Got Narumi, which also got a new tattoo in the season. Come season 4. Could see it on her arm. Also updated by that other shroom. And who was this? Who's this? I don't recognize this song. Oh, Ikari. Where's the spiteful theme? Got a bit of an updated look as well. New jacket, new attire all around. Also purple representing that of her and her wife. Shout out to Ikari. Also known as Miss Charlotte Hart. Good Lord, how far we have came from the doggone days of 2K23. It is legit wild. Boy, I am probably gonna do some more actually looking back onto like proper matches and stuff later on, because I know not too many people are up, not too many people are on, or So I'm gonna go ahead and save that for maybe this Friday. We'll see. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I'm gonna keep on working on some promo stuff I have for that, the homies. So, by the way, feel free to go ahead and peep that of in case anybody is looking, feel free to go ahead and peep the homie Dazzle. And feel free to peep that of Mario and Sorrel.
Back elbows,
Cause I might got something popping up over there. We'll be having something set, hopefully for NWoW. Yeah, hopefully we'll have something set for Sorrel. Waiting for that of Susie's voice actor. We got some stuff going. It might be involved in some lore for that of the cautionary tale and a certain bloody one. Let's see. So now I'm gonna go ahead and raid Maze. Really appreciate those that have stopped on in, that being Grub and Falcon. Greatly appreciate y'all. Oh God. Oh Lord. Anyways, we'll be doing part 2 of this later this week. We'll see when we actually go through some old stories and stuff, and a little bit more of a deep dive. I gotta go and finish studying on some stuff, but as usual, goodbye, smooch, good night, bye bang, see ya.